everybody. Elana Intuitive here, and we are here for our beautiful energy reading of the week. One of my most favorite things. I decided to go with the Akashic Tarot deck today for our energy reading. It's Sharon Klingler and Sandra Taylor. I know they are sisters. I've seen them together doing stuff. And for a clarifying card, we're going to pick a card from the Angels of Light cards, which is Diana Cooper. And for our 3-card pick today, I have a new deck. Let me just close up the top here. And this is Messages from the Angels Oracle cards with by Elana Koverman. So this is a real treat. We're going to do our 3-card pick with these cards today. So you can already start thinking, what message do I need from the angels? And we'll go from there. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start to shuffle these Akashic Tarot cards. They're not my favorite deck, but they're really close because they're just so darn accurate. And I just love that about these cards. They just open for me like new doors of understanding that are just nice. How do I want to say that? Like, they open up new doors of understanding that give me new paths to go down, that, get like food for thought, right? I mean, if you follow up on something, you follow up on something. And if you don't, that's okay too. But sometimes they really just like, wow, they really spark like a new path for me. Things I need to look into for myself, or things I can improve, or things that are, I can just pursue. So before we get started, I'm going to pull these cards, but I want to remind everyone that this is for entertainment purposes only. Thank you so much for being here. And please like, share, and subscribe, as it really helps the channel. All right. We have some really neat cards here for the Akashic Tarot. And now let me pick a card, an Angel of Light card. Give us a little bit more clarifying information on this reading. I'm going to take this. Yeah, okay. All right, here we go. Okay, first card I got. I'll go through the cards and then we'll go through them separately and get a nice reading. So the first card that I got is this 3 of Roses, and it says Loving Elementals. Then I got the 2 of Keys, which is the Treasure. Then 1 of Forces, which is the Akashic Field. Love that. And then for a clarifying card, I got, you can't really see it, but it says Commitment. So to get started with this 3 of Roses card, oh, I turned right to it. Oh my goodness, that's craziness. I never turn right to anything. Usually I'm going through the book for 20 minutes. So here we go. So we got the 3 of Roses, which says Loving Elementals. Playful fairies and water sprites frolic in the air around a little child. They fill the air with expanding joy and happiness. Although many people don't believe in the elementals, nature spirits of all kinds do exist, and they have more power than can be imagined. They live in the elements of earth, air, wind, and fire, and they're willing to share the guidance, well-being, and inspiration of the Akashic records that exist in the natural world. This card is here to tell you that joy will soon be increasing. It also encourages you to remember to have fun. I love that. Bring more playfulness to your daily life. Let yourself sing a little and laugh a lot. Call on the elementals to inspire you in this and in other areas. They are a font of fun and upliftment that can expand the joy in your life in great measure. What a beautiful card to get here. I know it's getting towards the end of springtime and we're getting ready to start summer here in North America. But you know what? Just going outside, enjoying yourself, and calling on the elementals to increase your joy and happiness and having that lighthearted fun. So that's the first card. Okay, I love that. You really can't beat a card like that, especially to get started. Now the next card I got is the 2 of Keys card, which is the Treasure. A man looks dejectedly at a smashed treasure chest in a room that obviously has been robbed and plundered. Behind him, a stream of light shines from below the lid of an unbroken chest that rests on a small table, the only piece of furniture in the room that hasn't been touched. I don't know if you can really see that. This card represents a great loss or disappointment in your life right now. It could be the loss of a job, a relationship, or even an opportunity. But remember that this phase is temporary. It might take some time and effort to rally your forces to recover, but there is a great treasure within you that is always available. This little chest represents the part of you that is filled with light. It isn't vulnerable and it can never be lost or damaged. When you focus on what's wrong or what's lacking, it perpetuates your sense of emptiness and victimization. So don't let yourself get lost in your loss. Open the lid to your light and let it illuminate your way. There are other opportunities and greater wealth waiting for you to discover. I'm smiling not because I certainly don't want anyone to suffer any losses, including myself, but I'm smiling because even when we have a loss, even when we suffer a loss, we still have the beautiful light, the beautiful love within us that is moving us forward, that's protecting us, that's guiding us, right? Our soul energy right here in our heart, that beautiful soul energy that is right there protecting us, protecting our vulnerability at all times, right? So that we can then, we take our loss, we move forward, but then we also see that extra light that's there too. That's our light. That's our love as we move forward. So if you have been experiencing any losses lately, it might be time to bring in some of this, a little bit of the elementals here, a little bit of the elementals energy of enjoying yourself, being a kid again, doing something fun that you haven't done in a while. And then the last card that I got before we go into the clarifying card is this One of Forces, which is the Akashic field. So let's see what that says. Let's see, One of Forces. Now this is more like it. Usually I'm not sure what direction I'm going in. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay, hold on. Okay. One of Forces, the Akashic field. Like the Akashic field, the aurora borealis flows with energy and brilliance as charged particles from the sun interact with atoms in the Earth's atmosphere. The 93 million miles from the sun to the Earth is nothing compared to the limitless consciousness of the Akashic field. I mean, how cool is that? Let me just take an aside. 93 million miles between us and the sun, and that is still nothing compared to the limitlessness of the Akashic field, right? And the Akashic records. All information, power, energy, and experiences vibrate within this realm of unending truth and possibility, and every bit of it can be yours. Receiving this card tells you that amazing opportunities abound at this time. You can increase and accelerate the experience by opening the doors to the Akashic records. Your life force energy resonates with universal synchronicity now, so you can explore the records and receive exactly the information that you need and the energy that can help. Engage in this pursuit with a conscious focus. Write your intentions and ask for inspiration. Meditate on the Akashic field and visualize your goals. The universe is ready and willing to align with your heartfelt desires, and now is the time to make them happen. What a beautiful message. So we have, being lighthearted, being a kid again, really enjoying all this beautiful elemental energy, knowing that we've all suffered losses, okay? Knowing that something has been stolen really from all of us, okay? But knowing also that we have this beautiful Akashic records and Akashic field energy to move forward and to take what we visualize, right? Add beautiful breathing, slowing our breath down. I always think I'm always just 3 breaths away from tapping into source, right? Tapping into the Akashic records. I'm not saying that's, I'm sure people will say that's not the case or it doesn't work that way for them, but it's amazing for me how just 3 deep breaths can really realign myself, okay, to these beautiful energies that are around me. So again, visualizing what I want, taking the 3 deep breaths, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 deep breaths, maybe more, but just slowing down and then looking at that, visualizing what I want and adding the emotion to it, right? How is it going to make me feel, right? I'm already smiling because I just love those moments. Take a few minutes a day if you can to really visualize, breathe, slow the breathing down, connect, and then add that emotion and have that beautiful, that mind and heart, synchronicity to create the future and manifest the future that you want. You have all this beautiful Akashic energy around you. We all do. And then moving forward and creating, really manifesting, it's all there, right? We have it all. We are forced in this 3-dimensional world to ask for things, right? some things I want, but we ask for what we need, ask for what we want. We have a vibration. We have all of it given to us. We just have to match our vibration to it. Well, how do we do that? We slow down, we visualize, we breathe, we slow our breathing down, we connect, and then we add that emotion to it. And you know what? Next thing you know, we have a new reality, a new beautiful reality that we want to create. So then the last card that I got, and says commitment. And it says, angel wisdom reminds you that when you aim for a vision without doubt or deviation, it must succeed. Okay, that's exactly what we were just talking about. Your guidance is to perceive towards your vision. Let every thought, word, and action be directed towards your desired outcome. Nothing is more powerful than focused energy, and the angels will see the pure light of your commitment, whether it is to a relationship, a piece of work, a journey, or anything else in your life. Remember to ask them for help, and know when you dedicate your intention to the highest good, they will support you. And the affirmation says, I am committed to my vision. So there we go, my friends. A beautiful message for us to really, again, align with our visions and help to make them a beautiful reality for ourselves. And which also not only benefit us, but benefit, our friends, our families, and really the world at large. So there you go. All right, so that's our energy reading for the week. I think it's a powerful one, as usual, and a beautiful one. But what we're going to do right now is we are going to do a 3-card pick. Again, this is Messages from the Angels. This deck is from Elana Koverman. I'm going to shuffle. Let's see what we get here. And here we go. So think about whatever's on your mind, any kind of message you would like from the angels. Here we go. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Think about which card resonates with you. As always, don't think too hard. So it's 1, 2, or 3. If you picked card 1, you got, our personal history makes us who we are. Embrace it. That's true, right? We do. If you got this card, think about who you are. Think about, even your ancestry, right? It goes so far, not even just with us and our, our current family that, like we know our grandmothers or our great grandmothers, but even our deep, deep history, our deep ancestry, our personal history makes us who we are. Embrace it. Use the strengths to move forward from it. And you know what? Learn from those things that maybe, maybe you're not so interested in, but learn from them. Things that don't resonate, learn from it, put a period and move on. So that's card 1. Card 2. Here we go. It says, stepping out of our comfort zone can lead us to amazing and beautiful experiences. Let go of the fear. I love that. You know what? Oftentimes I am in a comfort zone and I don't want to move because I'm afraid that if I move out of it, yes, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of it. It's so much easier for me personally to complain about where I'm at than to actually step out of it. And what is keeping me there? Familiarity and fear. Because you know what? If I step out of my comfort zone that I might not be too happy with at the moment, I might just succeed. And that kind of gets a little scary for me. So you know what? I love it. Stepping out of your comfort zone can lead us to amazing and beautiful experiences. Let go of the fear. Again, talking about we have love on one end of the spectrum, we have fear on the other, stepping out of that fear and moving towards love and that higher vibration. And if you picked card 3, it says all that is needed will come in time. So if you pick this card, you might need to wait a little bit more. While you're waiting though, you know what? Waiting time need not be wasted time. I think Irma Bombeck actually said that, and I could be wrong because it just came into my head. But you know what? When you're waiting, even if you're waiting at the grocery store, wait, I think that was actually Dr. Joyce Brothers. Okay, I'm showing my age here. That was Dr. Joyce Brothers, but that's what she said. Waiting time need not be wasted time, because you know what? While you're waiting, you can take a class. Even if you're waiting in line at the grocery store, you can pull a magazine off the rack, take a look, skim through a magazine, check out, the horoscopes or something for the week. So all that you need is absolutely, we're never ever going to not have what we need. All that is needed will come in time. So if you're waiting, if you feel like you're in your waiting room, make sure you take time to make that productive time in other ways too, right? Learning a new skill, going to a class, meeting some new people. You know what? Using the lesson that we learned, not that we learned a lesson, but using the information that we got earlier in the reading of having some fun, taking some time out to take a day off and have some fun. So there you go, my friends. That is our energetic reading for the week. Again, I loved it. It's beautiful. You guys are beautiful too. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you tomorrow for our weekend readings. All right. Namaste, my friends, and thank you.